I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Okay, it is about time that we get back to some Data East Star Trek series. I still have to edit the previous video that you already just watched before I get to this one, so I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but I'm working on Star Trek for the first time in like a week, so it's time for an update. I did hear from my board guy today, and was it today? Yeah, it was today. And they are getting shipped back. They are en route right now. That power supply, he said, turned out nicely. He gave it a full rebuild. The other boards he inspected. He's hoping that my display isn't bad. He's not really sure what caused the explosion on the power supply. And hopefully, he said, just, cross your fingers and hope that you don't blow up the power supply when you plug in the display. But I do have that other one in the other room. So I can try that one as well. But hopefully I don't blow up the display before I get a chance. So, boards are coming. I might get them this week, which would be sweet. It would be kind of cool. I mean, it would be actually probably a miracle if I could get this ready for Friday. Oh, that's the thing. Okay, so yeah, Friday. Yeah, there's no chance this machine will be ready by then, but I don't know. You never know. Depends on how busy I am. I do have stuffs to do other than pinball and Star Trek, believe it or not. And yeah, so a couple shout-outs. Oh, I have so many thoughts. I'm going to lose a couple of them for sure. Couple shout-outs to a couple people who, me and myself, and my Josh, I love butchering your name. He thinks that those signatures could be some dude, I forget his name, Walter maybe, played some, I don't know, I'm not a Trekkie, I'm sorry. And Tilting T, Pinball, I think you looked it up as well. You guys both came to the same conclusion that those signatures kind of sort of look like that one character. And then there was something else I was going to say. I knew I was going to lose my thoughts. I had so much stuff I wanted to tell y'all, but what else? Brain kicking. Okay, well, maybe it'll kick in later, but for now, I'll show you what I've been doing. I've been working on the playfield for about an hour and a half, and I'm just cleaning it, so let's take a look. Oh, you don't want to look at all my sexy legs. No, those are the legs. Those are the lock bars. Anyway. Okay, so I've been working on the playfield. I've been working on the playfield. Sorry, that just, I had to sing that, came to my head. Yeah, so here we go. This was a filthy disaster, as they usually are under the apron. I took off this mechanism, the old kickback ski, cleaned everything there. I took this mechanism apart, the ball kicker, and cleaned all in and around. And as you can see, that zone is pretty sweet. I've been using my magic eraser and rubbing alcohol, and also just a wet cloth. And now the playfield is very dill. That's dull and dim all in the same word. Playfield's very dill. Until when I get the finish product, when I'm done with the magic eraser and the rubbing alcohol, I will novice it and it'll polish right up. But it's coming along pretty nicely. It was pretty filthy. So, getting there. Tightening all my posts. Pop bumpers, that will be another day. Wow, they're pretty bad, eh? The skirts have seen some usage. I always tighten up the bodies as well. I've got the playfield under here. That's much better. I've got to clean this clear ramp so that it's actually clear. I've got the rollover lanes. I think they're looking pretty good. I've went over those 2 or 3 times, maybe 4. And, oh yeah, this switch, I forgot, is completely well, the actuator is missing. The switch body is there. I'm going to vacuum out all my cruds. I'm going to be touching up this area. And same on the other side here. I'll give that a touch up. I don't know if this red post is original or not. Doesn't seem original, but doesn't really matter as long as it works. Oh yeah, I forgot I have to bend this slingshot arm back into place, but I still have to place an order for the slingshot brackets. That's still on the to-do list. Oh, also I went sniffing around, and I did find a Data East flipper rebuild kit. The weird thing is when I plug in this number in Marco, it says it's like from 87 to 89, which wouldn't work for this machine because this is a 91. But then I go to the Pinball Life website, and under the 1989 to 92 flipper rebuild kit, it shows this part number at the bottom. So I think this is going to work. If not, I can piece it together. I found some coil stops. These are the correct ones. I'm sure I have plungers and links. Let's take a, they're usually pretty interchangeable. But look, that looks like Data East right there. That's probably Data East. So between, I can piece it together if I need. Oh yeah, Jim, we were going to check on what the hell the purpose of this was. Because I thought it was just a pinball parts mod. But Jim was suggesting that because there was an outline on the cabinet, that there might have been some other purpose. Where did it go? Oh. Hold on, I can put up the playfield here and move this. So the question is why? Why does it need to be circled? Was there some other reason? And the thing is, what we'll do is close the playfield back up. Uh-oh. I'm gonna make a big bang here. Hopefully not. Okay. Close the playfield up. This is what's dumb about this plunger mod, is that you have to lift up, pull the plunger every time. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Okay. Anyway, because the playfield hits the plunger tip if you don't lift it like an old EM. Anyway, so this is where the can would be, and is there something? There's really nothing in and around this area that would kind of, maybe the can was holding up some mech, like, the corner of this or something, but that's just way too far away. Anyway, I think the mystery might be solved. There's zero reason that I can think of that there would be an outline in a very specific spot for the parts mod. So, who knows? Mystery is, actually, I guess I would call that unsolved. Do I see a plastic in the cabinet? Huh, I do. Let's get that. Okay, so I guess when I was taking off plastics, I must have lifted the playfield once upon a time. You see that? Here. Let's move that out of the way. Lifted the playfield with plastics. Yeah, I remember removing this. She's the other girl on the other side. There we go. Matching pair. Okay, so. Yeah, I haven't touched anything on the underside of the playfield. But that's really about it. That's all I've done so far. On the kickback was actually missing a screw, so I thought I might have found it. Oh, nope, that's not it. In the old parts bin, but it was not there. This is some of the metal that they used for the plunger mod. This, to me, looks like they were going to try and use this switch in the back corner there. Maybe. Or is that the one I removed from the shooter lane? No, this is the one I removed from the shooter lane. Okay, so anyway, that's the update for now. I'm going to continue working on the playfield. I'm hoping to kind of have it pretty much completely cleaned by the end of the night, which is fast approaching, so I better get to work. That was one of the things that left my brain. William Shatner. I think he's, what, 94 years old or something like that? He went to space recently. He's who played Captain Kirk in Star Trek. As I'm working on Star Trek, he's dawdling around in space. I really hope this is Captain Kirk. I think it is. And that's Billy Johansson, Bruce Lee. That's Brian. That's Captain Tiger. There's Spock. There's Spock. That's Spock's dad. And this is Mr. Furley eating lettuce. See how well I know my Star Trek characters? But that's Captain Kirk. I swear it is. Alright, I think I'm about gonna wrap it up for the night. But as you can see, I cleaned the apron and put it back on the machine. I also took my Dremel brush and cleaned the slingshot switches. Hey, let's get some light. I then also installed LEDs in the GI. Now that'll be some natural 2SMD frosted. These ones are from Drabble. That's Eddie Durazo at pinballleds.ca. You can also get your LEDs from Davis still at pinballrom.com. Local action for your LEDs. Anyway, I have LED'd. Oh, and also, I put down a coat of primer because trying to paint yellow on wood never goes well. So I got a little bit of primer there. Just a little smidge over the yellow here. And then, actually it just dried right now. I could possibly even do that tonight, but I think I'll save that for tomorrow. It looks like now that I've got the light on it, I thought I was done cleaning the pop bumper skirts, but not quite. They're pretty close. They were a lot more filthy, but I'm gonna clean those up a little better. But they're perfectly fine. I'm just gonna clean a little better. So I got a little more to do on that, but I did that. Installed LEDs. These are 555 styles in the pop bumpers. The rest are the 44 style. And eventually I'll be checking all these 906 flasher bulbs. I think those are just big sockets, so it's easier to just twist out the sockets from underneath. Vacuumed up the playfield, the corners, every nook and cranny, and vacuumed out all of the lamp sockets before installing the LEDs, so that makes for good connection. Hey, don't forget these, Michael. I should test those flashers. Let's take you on a little diversion / excursion over to the flasher zone. Okay. You know, in that area that's kind of not very accessible, probably wouldn't hurt to splurge on some brand new bulbs. Because you don't want to use the used ones. You can, but there's a greater chance that those are not going to last as long as new ones. And while I've got you here and thinking about it, I might as well pop these guys in. Let's go switch hands on this one. Nope. It is fed from the right side here. And pop that guy in there. Boom. Okay. Oh, I guess if you don't want them to burn out, you could go flashers too. But typically don't do LED flashers. Depends on where it's located. Like, yeah, it just depends on the location. Because I don't want to be blinded by the light. I cleaned this plastic so you can see through it now. Isn't that pretty? So this up-down ramp appears to be working. As soon as I latch it, it's going to stay stuck up until I hit the solenoid to release it. But yeah, so that's good. Ouch, I didn't really clean that plastic yet. I gotta do that. Yeah, so I think I am putting a decent little dent into this guy. There's a whole slew of flashers and bulbs in the head here, and I will be LEDing that as well. I'm gonna guess this is original, but the white condoms on some of these, that's interesting. You don't really see white too often. I guess they were trying to generate a cool look rather than a warm look. And you got a mix of 905 flasher bulbs in here. They're a little crusty. Those are the blinker bulbs. Now I'm gonna have to check to see if those are original. And then flashers, like what do we got? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like 16, 17, 18 flashers in the head. Then I count at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 of the 455 blinker bulbs. I'm gonna have to look in the manual to see if that is originally what's in there. Typically those are, you know, Whirlwind used them. Whirlwind was what, 91? This is 92, so I thought that was kind of typically more used in older EM games especially. Yeah, so lots of bulbs to deal with, but I've got bulbs, so that will happen soon. By next episode, I think what I'll do is all the bulbs in the back box, I will rubber this bad boy and touch up the scoops, and maybe start cleaning up and starting to reassemble some of the playfield parts. I did look, and I know I used to have a plastic set for this game, and I must have sold it because I cannot seem to find it, which is a little bit sad because I could have really used it. But I will just repair a couple broken plastics. There's that guy, and the other main one is this guy. It's more of a crack than a break, so it's not too bad. So that will come out just fine and dandy. But yep, so there you have it, boys and girls. Another episode, finally, of Day to East Star Trek while William Shatner's flying around the moon. So hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Well, there he is again.
What's my problem?
I'm a bad influence, I guess you could say.
You are to blame for a lot of things that occur in London.
Well, what's going on today?
Looks like we're picking up some stuff to ship.
Hey, so shout out to Clint Carey.
First, shipmates.
Shipmates. This you're hauling away. And then
I got it sold.
You pre-sold it.
I pre-sold it for exactly what I paid for it.
You're not a very good businessman.
That's really bad, but that's how much I didn't want it.
Well, yeah, I tried to talk you into that for so long, and
the price was conditional upon of the Atlantis.
Oh, that's right.
Taking this as well.
Oh, so you got the Atlantis out of the deal and pawned off the shitmates.
That's right. The price of the Atlantis was only it was conditional.
I almost forgot I sold you that. You got a nice machine there. Well, have you touched into that yet?
No.
Okay.
Right, so I constantly got to buy this for I should have made $100, but because he offered you $6 for it, and you said no.
Oh, that's hilarious. That was when I was being stubborn a while ago.
Yeah,
so I thought
he's getting it for $5.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
I don't have to deal with it.
Yep, and neither do I. And I make maybe like $50 on the deal myself.
Woo, $50.
Yay! All right. Well, and then so Clint, this is here's the rest of the shipmates, of course, which is interesting. I noticed it has 2 different size legs, and I think that's probably accurate because of the weird shape of the body. But so yeah, Clint. I don't know if I told you, you already shipped the original black hole to him. That was that I got from Mitch's old black hole. Did you just toot?
I hate to say it, but yesterday...
In the storage unit, on film, and pinball shenanigans, that's the perfect timing.
Yesterday was brutal. Today is an improvement.
Oh my god, this is the improved version. I'm glad I missed yesterday. Anyway, so Clint, he's going to be getting all this stuff in the very near future, and he's going to be turning it into a custom pinball machine, some sort of children's dragon theme. I forget the theme, but maybe he'll give us some updates on what, on his progress. But this POS black hole is going to be something friggin' amazing and beautiful in the end.
I am shipping it to BC for him.
Yes, you are. You shipped him the first one.
I have 2 games all packed up, palleted, ready to go. I've got a jockey club that's going to Corner Brook, Newfoundland.
Cool.
And I've got the nicest Pioneer you've ever seen is going to Calgary.
Oh, I gave you that lead. Shout out to that guy.
Shout out Mike Dimas. The truck arrived today. It's supposed to come between 8 and 12.
Today?
Yes. At 12:20, I call them and say, "What's wrong? Why haven't you arrived? I'm going to get going." They say, "Oh, we came at 10:30 and we decided our truck was too big for your monster driveway and the tight turn."
What?
And so we left. So
Oh.
did you think about calling me and telling me that this is what you're doing?
Yeah, right. Was it
left?
CSA again?
It was Manitoulin.
Manitoulin. Oh,
So they
okay.
said, "Oh, they would have called me, but I was on the list." So they would have called me around 1 to say they weren't coming.
Okay.
That's really helpful.
That's not the best system in town. So,
So they're going to come
they're
tomorrow.
rescheduled for tomorrow. Was the shipping prices any better using them?
It varies. Sometimes
Yeah.
the company underquotes, and
Yeah.
then they get the deal, and then when it arrives, they say, "Oh, we didn't realize how much it weighed." Blah blah blah.
So I kind of budgeted $600 for the black hole stuff in my head
You're
for
good,
shipping.
you're good.
Think we'll be good.
Someone
All right.
undercut Day and Ross by like $180 on the shipping, and then when it got there, they upped it up, and it was $10 more than Day and Ross.
Oh, well,
So,
you never know until you get the final bill, I
I
guess.
don't know. So let's get this stuff out
All
of
right,
here.
let's get this crap out of here and get moving. You gotta meet Buddy for shipmates.
That's right. Shit.
All right, there's shipmates ready for its new owner. He's gonna meet Rob here, and there's Rob getting out of my way so I can leave. And that is, let's go here. There's Clint's stuff right there.
Yeah, it says U-Haul.
All right, buddy, you'll be getting that whenever, fairly soon, but there it is. The shenanigans have ensued and completed for now.
Shenanigan.
You're gonna be doing some more, actually.
Never a dull moment, I always say.
This is your fun from now on. I am out of here.
That's the shortest time I've ever owned a game.
Yeah, right. You possessed it for 2 minutes, 10 minutes.
That's right. Worst 10 minutes of my life.
Okay, back at the U-Haul that leaked on my Addams family. And the last few items have made it into my vehicle. And that's it for that. Time to really find temperature controlled space or build my own personal 10,000 square foot arcade. Well, maybe not 10,000. Whatever would fit comfortably a good 40 machines. That would be sweet. Then I could be like a I could kind of replicate the District 82, but not quite as good. So it'd be like half as good, maybe District 41. I could do something similar to that and run tournaments. That's my pipe dream. Maybe one day it'll happen, but that's it for this unit. No more U-Haul for me. 2 thumbs down.